Hi guys, welcome to Digital TechJoint. I hope everybody is doing good and you guys are really enjoying the educational videos that are uploaded in our channel Digital TechJoint. In this video, I'm going to show you how to implement toast notification in ASP.NET MVC application. In my previous video, I had covered top 5 features of Visual Studio 2022 Preview 2.0, which is available in my playlist called Programming Tips and Tricks. So guys, in this video, as I told you, I'm going to implement toast notification using our JavaScript frameworks that is readily available, and you can just type in Google Toast TOASTR, and you can see the link over here, Toast by Code 7. So this is a framework that I'm going to implement, and this is a very simple JavaScript framework, and they have provided the required CDN and the JavaScript library that needs to be simply integrated in an application, and you will see a beautiful toast notification displayed to our end users. So I'll show you the demo. If you scroll down, there is something called 3 easy steps. There's a see the demo click link over here, and here you can see the demo screen is displayed, where I'll enter the message title and message to be displayed and click on the show toast. So now when I click on the show toast, you can see a beautiful notification displayed. Here you can see it has some animation as well. So there are different types of toast notification. One is success, then there is error, and this warning. And you can also change the positioning. So for example, top center. So here you can see it will display in the center. So this is what we are going to implement in our project. So let's open Visual Studio 2022. So I'm going to select new project, and I'm going to select ASP.NET MVC application. Click on next, and this will be notification demo. And then click on next. I'll just untick configure for HTTPS, select .NET 8.0, click on create. The project is getting created, and here is already loaded. So this is the default template loaded. Now here, before we integrate those .NET framework which I just showed, Toast JavaScript framework, I'm going to first create a small scaffolding application and then integrate those JavaScript libraries in our application. So for that, I'm going to create a small application. So right click on the model and select add class and name it as employee entity and add some properties. First is ID and then string name property string email address. So these are the 3 fields. I'll set the ID as primary key. So this is a model ready. Now I'm going to right click on controller and say add new scaffold item. Select MVC controller with views using entity framework. Select the model class, that is employee entity. Add a DB context class. So I'm just leave the default name as it is and click on, and I'm going to just change the controller name. So I just remove entities and just keep it as employee controller and click on add. So now it is downloading the required NuGet packages, and then it will generate the code for us to add and update records. So it will do addition of connection string in app setting and add the views and everything. There are a lot of videos that are there in I provided in the channel, which shows you step by step manually know how to create this database driven application. So please go ahead and watch those videos. The scaffolding code is generated. Now you can see the code as the controller, employee controller, which has code for CRUD operation. It is display the record details and create and updates and deletes. Then it also has views. So when you expand the views folder, you can see employee folder, and here you can see all the views razor files for displaying and addition of is already generated. You can go to app setting and see the connection string also added. So what we need to do is we simply need to run the migration code and go to NuGet package manager console, and here you say add migration and say initial database. Click on next. Okay, so add migration. Okay, there's initial database. So there's a spelling mistake. So now that's sorted, and here you can see it succeeded. And the second command is update database. Okay, so the code is getting executed and it is successfully done. So now our application is ready. Let's run the application. Okay, let me, before I execute, let me also I just stop this and add the link of the employee in the shared folder drive. So there's a file called shared. Inside there's layout. I just double click on that, copy this link for home, paste it, and then change the home controller to employee controller, and index this will be employees. Okay, and it also has a action called index which displays the record. We can just go and check. So here you can see index, so we'll keep that as it is. Now our application is ready, and now we can run the project. So we click on employees, so the list should be loaded. There's no record. We'll click on create and we'll enter the name and the email and click on create. You notice the employees got created. We'll add one more record, but as I told you, the purpose of implementing toast notification is to inform user. So here the records are getting added, but we are not getting any toast notification. So let's go ahead and add this notifications functionality in our application. The first thing is we go to our website here. As I told you, click. We need to search this toast in Google and then select toast by code 7. The first thing is we are going to copy the CSS. Okay, and a minified CSS. Come to our project, go to our layout folder and add that link over here. So I'll just copy this, paste it once again, and then copy this one, paste it over here. We don't need this, and this will be HTTPS. Okay, so our CSS link is added. The next thing we're going to do is that we'll go to our controller, and in our create method, so here's a create method. So records are getting added and saved successfully over here. So before it is redirecting, we'll create a temp data and we'll say message and say employee details saved successfully. So this is a message that we want to display it in this temp data. Now we will go to our view, that is index view, and here we are going to call that library. So what we're going to do is that I'll show you two methods. One is, first I'll implement this in this view index, and later I'll show you how to place it in the partial view so that you can use it everywhere. So here we are going to include the script tag. So since we are directly integrating that script over here, we'll require the tag. So the first thing we're going to do is that add script. Here you can see script, and we are going to refer the jQuery, so which is available in our directory. So you can say slash live and then jQuery slash directory, and here we have jQuery.js. So this is the first reference that we are going to do it over here, and then second is we are going to use the reference of this framework. So here you can see we just copy this minified version of JavaScript library, and it's a script source. We copy this, okay, and now since we have referred those required libraries, we will say script and define the type. This will be text and JavaScript, and inside this we are going to display employee temp data message. So this is a message that we are going to use it, and we will use the method of the library, which is the toaster.min.js, which is toastr dot success, and we are going to paste the temp data message. So we come back to the controller. In the create method, we are actually assigning the variable temp data message. We are assigning this message called employee details saved successfully. Now here, when you come to this view, whenever we come to the view, whatever message we have set will be displayed as a notification in the manner that we showed it over here in the demo. So let's go ahead and execute this code. So this is the code, this is the reference that we have added. Now let's run the project, build and run the project. If we click on the employee, we'll see the list of message. Now we will handle this because right now it is showing this message, but we need to check whether the employee data is available or not, and then only show that message. We can do that. So I can also do that right away. So inside this script, you will have to write a message saying, or you just have to add a code over here, if method. So you say if temp data message not equals to null, and inside this we are going to add our code. So we're going to add this one also, and we'll add this one also. It will not execute unless there is a value inside this temp data. So now let's run the project again. So click on employees, and this time you see there's no notification, but now I'm going to create one. So I'm going to create a record, William, and this is, and the moment I click on create, I'm sure, so you can see employee details saved successfully. So similarly in the details page also we'll have to add the code. Now the point is our code is working here. You can see the code is perfectly working. It's so simple to integrate a Java framework library into our application and display the toast message. But if you have created multiple views and if you want to display the similar message everywhere depending upon the module, then this codes become duplicates, and everywhere we need to implement the code which is not recommended. So how do you handle this situation? So now there is something called inside the shared folder, there is something called underscore layout or underscore validation script, which is known as a partial views. What we will do is that we'll create a partial view, okay, and we will assign this code over there and call the partial view over here, so that the code, this particular code is there available in the single file, and if there is any change we can do that easily. So right click on shared folder and say add, say new view, and say empty one and underscore and name it as notification. Fine. So underscore notification is a view that I have created. Now I'm just going to remove this. I'm coming back to index view, copy this code over there and paste it in the notification underscore notification razor page. So this will act as a partial view, and I'll show you how to call this view into our page. We come back to our index HTML page, and here we say partial name, and this will be right click underscore, and this will be notification. Make sure that the spelling is correctly. So I just copy this, come back to our index and paste this. So this is my partial view that I've created. Here you can see. So now I'm going to run the project again. Click on employees and add a record, and I click on, and I should be able to see the notification. So now our code is centralized in one place in the notification partial view, and we can easily call that in our edit and delete. So let me go to the employee controller and copy this code, and there's an edit. So here you can see there's edit code over here. So before it updates, or after it updates, you can simply paste this and say employee details updated successfully. Similarly, we have delete. So go to employee controller and find for delete. And here you can see post method delete confirm, and after it is saved and before redirection, we copy this employee details deleted successfully. Got it? So now I don't have to manage the code to display the notification, because I simply have to come to in the index. Partial view is already there, and now it has become a common code for me. So I just have to now run the project. So now we'll perform all the operations. So first we are going to add a record. Here we have added a record, and here you can see notification. Now I'm going to edit it. So click on edit and just say I just change it, the email, and now I should be able to see the message in the edit screen as well. You can see details updated successfully. Similarly, I'll click on delete and I click on delete, so you can see employee details deleted successfully. So guys, I finished this tutorials where I showed you how to implement Toast JavaScript library framework for displaying Toast notification in ASP.NET. I've also showed you how to um, organize your code and create a partial view, so that you don't have to make the code level changes on different Razor view pages, and the code can be maintained. And with this, we finish the tutorial of displaying notification in ASP.NET MVC application. Please do subscribe my channel, share my channel link with your friends, family and colleagues. Help us to grow our network, and please do comment and like our videos. Thank you so much.